for coming and thank you for organizing. I'm Chalida. Anyone of you here ever seen my artwork before? Can you let me know? Woo! Thank you. So if you haven't, so no worries. We can check out together. So I'm from Bangkok, and I studied fine art for 8 semesters before I transferred to Korea University. And basically it takes for 10 semesters to graduate bachelor degree, and I feel like it's just not right for me to stay to continue it, so that's why I moved to code. And right now I'm doing interaction design because I would like to learn more about UX and also coding program because I can implement it into my artwork. So my focus, as you can see from my first slide, it said that it talk about light and colors. And yes, because I'm focused on light and color more than subject, and sometimes I use it as a subject, sometimes I use it as a tool, like material. So I'm not really stick to, I feel like I can do everything from it, and I do it because I'm happy to do it and it's fun to experiment and kind of that. Yeah, so throwback to my experience. I think before I go to this kind of lighting direction, I paint a lot and I really enjoyed colors so much. And you know, it's so interesting when you talk about colors, and light and shade also come with it. So as you can see, I start with kind of like learning how to paint landscape, and it turned to like this kind of style where I just don't really care much about structure anymore. And also like color and experiment with like this kind of 2-dimension first, and like this day I kind of doing this painting. It's also experiment. When I listen to music, and then I feel like, yeah, I can use this color, and then it come up with like this idea to paint while listen to music. And I repeat that so many times, just only one song, and then I repeat it, and then I mix color first and continue like paint it until it's done. Because I focus on light and color, and I want to use it as a subject sometimes, as a medium, so that's why I also enjoy taking photo. And if you can see, it's also about light and also shadow, which like I like it. And I also do some performance art because as I have interest about human interaction, so that's why I also do that. And I think what I have done so far is also influenced myself and also influence how I work with my light installation. How can I? Yeah, so I'm gonna show you a video from my lighting installation, my solo exhibition in Thailand. And it's, it's really, yeah, this one. Yeah. So this exhibition was a part of Bangkok Art Week and Design Week in Bangkok, yeah. And also my solo exhibition. Well, this work it was the first time when I came to Europe and I was traveling by myself, and I learned a lot of stuff here and then I brought it into my installation. And I found out that it's so much fun to experiment with space, to learn what they have in space and play around with it. And I just feel like I would like to open for any subject and then I can implement what I have. So yeah, I had my first exhibition when I was a second year student, and I gave some TEDx university talk in Thailand. In my previous university, it's about diversity in art. Since Thai culture, Thai art, we more focus on crafting. That's why people call it art. And most of the time, art made for temple, made for God, not that kind of God, and for king, so that's why when we talk about art in Thailand, it's like for like high class people, high society, the reason why I gave a TED talk because I would like to share my experience and how it's possible, like everything is possible to be art, and it's not just only portrait, like realistic, but it can be everything. And when I was in Bangkok, I was pretty active. So for example, like this installation, it was about environment, like plastic issue. So I also curated and invited artists in my connection, so maybe like around the world, some part of the world, yeah. So from US, Singapore, and Japan, Taiwan, UK, they also like sent me their artwork, and then I printed out with recycled paper, and then I exhibited in the hostel. And the hostel is also eco-friendly hostel, and they also have cafe, which you can get your plate and take a street food outside, and then you can come back and eat inside the cafe. So get back a bit, because in Thailand we have like so many street food, and it's really good, and most of the time it's in plastic bag, and I just don't get it. Like people put it in plastic bag, and in plastic bag, and then they give it to you, and I was like, this is not gonna be good. So that's why people also come up with this idea that, yeah, you can like get my plate and then go get food and then you come back. Oh, and I also did some, the first Bangkok biennial in Thailand, and this one is also in the market. As you can see, it's a local market, and it's so interesting, the space, because they have building, right, and underground they have local market, which you can get cheap stuff there. It's so cheap, but like above it is a, what is that called? Like department store? No, shopping mall. Yeah, it's a shopping mall. So where you can get fancy and like high class stuff. It's really interesting that there is a stair here, and it connects between ground floor and then like to the supermarket, and then they block it. So that's why I did a light over there, the installation. And here is also work of me when I went to residency program in Indonesia for a month. And it said Mongol because when I walk past people there, they're just so nice. I mean, it's so weird for me because in Thailand, I just never talk to people who I never talked before. You know, if you just walk past by and I just like, oh, okay, there's people here, and I just walk past. But over there, I mean, if they have a chance, they will just say hi and they will say Mongol, and it just makes me feel so nice and kind, and that's why I also like brought it, and I use sound sensor detector no, yeah, and then I put it here. So it will blink and fade away when people speak in front of it. Yeah. So that reaction made kind of like feeling like respectful and like nice and kind to me. I'm not sure if you have seen this before. This one for Factory Berlin, and that one for Toa exhibition that I work with Polish artist that he worked with sound. So since I came here, I'm more focused on experimenting, and it's just so much fun. And that's it for my talk. Thank you again for having me here. If you have any question, you can reach me out, and I'm open for any collaboration, and we can go out for food together if you like. Thank you.
Before we round up into some questions, how would you want to say about what you've done tonight in the meditation room?
Oh, yes. So, since I like to work with space, and we have meditation room, so I did origami. Do you know origami, right? So it's like paper folding. Because for me, meditation is not just only breathe in and breathe out, or like just like sit and feel it, but you can work on it. Like you can do something like and repeat it. So I did so many folding papers of both inside the meditation room, and it made me feel calm, and I also meditate by myself. And I would like you to experience it. Maybe if you go there, and if you have any question, you can come back to me, or you can also tell me your feedback or what do you think about it. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for Chalida? Not yet. Okay.
I have one. It's really silly. Chalida, I mean, I could ask you any day, but now it just pops into my mind. How do you pronounce your last name, and does it mean anything? I mean, it's so long, it has to mean it's something, right?
Yes, so it's, okay, so I have Chinese blood, and my grandpa moved from China to Thailand. So basically his last name just only one word. But because Thai law, they're kind of like, yeah, you have to change your last name if you want to have like Thai nationality, something like that. So we have to make it up, and they're not allowing you to make it only one word. So that's why it's pretty long, and it's about my family business. Yeah. So if you translate it, I mean, you have to translate from Thai to Thai again, so you will understand it. Yeah.